It's been a beautiful ride, getting to know about the keyboard, just really dissecting this instrument that you're really interested in and you want to, play for maybe the rest of your life. Many people just want to jump on to playing, but they don't even know their instrument. I mean, if you want to date someone or marry someone, you should take some time to know what you're getting into. But finally, we passed the dating stage and we're about to, get into the real deal. And how did you pass the test? You were able to label the keyboard correctly. That's how you passed the test. Quickly, let's recap. Now we're going to be talking about the key of C, which in my opinion is the easiest key to play. Now, what makes up a key? Alright, what makes up a key? If they say, well, what's the song in? What makes up the key? What makes up the key is the arrangement of the notes that you can find in that key. So when you sing a song, tonically or sonically, you can hear the different notes that are in that song. And you're like, oh, these notes can only be present in this particular type of key. So for example, a major song must have the notes of the major scale. These are advanced piano lessons. But what you need to know is that if you're playing any song on the key of C, all the notes that you're using will be present in the white notes on the key of C major. Alright, so that's why when you play the tonic solfa, you used the white notes and you're able to play the tonic solfa. For example, if you went, does this sound like music to you? Yeah, this is called a scale. It's a chromatic scale. So what is a key? A key is the major or minor scale around which a piece of music revolves. That is a key. So a key is the major or minor scale around which a piece of music revolves. So that means when you hear a piece of music, you're thinking, what is the major scale that revolves? Is it C major scale that revolves around the song? Is it D major scale? Is it E major scale? That tonic scale, luckily for us, follows the progression of the tonic solfa. So the tonic solfa is do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. The arrangement and the calculation of the diatonic scale follows the arrangement of the tonic solfa. For the key of C, this is the diatonic scale, which is also your tonic solfa. So if they asked you to play the diatonic scale and you did this on the key of C, and you did this, you'll be correct. Now if they ask you to play it on the key of D, look at this. Can you see? Or can you see from here? Alright, here. Can you see I'm touching? Can you see I'm touching the black keys? If I went from D and I went, can you see that it's sounding off? Look at that. No, that's not the tonic solfa. This is the tonic solfa. Now hear that. This is the black key that I just touched. So let's go back to the key of C. There's a calculation that is used to determine the distance between a note or determine your diatonic scale. This calculation is usually called intervals. Alright? Interval. An interval is distance between two notes on the keyboard. One note, another note. Between this white key and this black key that are beside each other, there's an interval and it is called half step. This half step, you must have heard, is also known as the semitone. Now, the interval between two half steps, that's not the exact one beside the one after. The interval between two white notes usually that has a black note between. The interval between two white notes that has a black note in between is usually a whole tone. A tone that's a whole Odindi tone. It comprises two half steps, and that's because you went from a white note to a black note, one half step, then a black note to another white note, another half step. Half plus half equals to 1. Alright, so from C to D is a whole tone. So if I ask you what is the interval between C to D, you have a whole tone. And this is the basis with which the diatonic scale is built. Do, re, mi, fa, sol. Now you don't have to bug your head about this if you want to really play on the key of C, and you can play on other keys when you're transposing. But if you are going to ever move on to the stage where you need to translate a song into various keys, that's 12 keys that we have: C, C sharp, D, E flat, E, F, F sharp, G, A flat, A, B flat, C. If you're going to be able to manually play a song in the various 12 keys, you have to understand this interval thing I'm talking about. So now, check your book. You should always use your book when you're watching the video too, if you can, or write notes so that you can refer back to the book later. We can see in a diagram here